Hey, it's Sebastian from the Metal Gods Meltdown, and this evening I am joined by
Tina and Stellan from Hexed.
Yeah.
Pleasure to be chatting this evening. The album gets released in a matter of days. How excited are you getting now?
Very excited. Very excited. We have two release parties for it. One in Stockholm and one in Uppsala, and we are so ready for it.
Waited a long time for this, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, was it like written and composed during lockdown and everything? Because a lot of musicians seem to have had a lot of time to do that.
Yeah.
you can work on the album, on the material for a longer time. So we have really digged in deep on this one. So
Yeah. Well spent time.
Brilliant. Okay, this is the long question. So I love the album's running theme about the witchcraft hysteria in your country. We had similar in our country here in the UK.
Yeah.
And it tells the story of those dark days. It's something I really didn't know much about. How important for you is it to keep this history alive?
It is very important to know the history from keeping it to not to be repeated, of course, and also to when I grew up, I can say we didn't read much about it. So I wanted to get a light on those horrible events that was the witch hunts.
throughout Europe, but especially in Sweden.
Especially in Sweden, because we haven't learned so much about it.
Oh.
So, but the last couple of years, some circles have talked about these events and wanted to also to talk about it and lift it for discussion. So it's important.
Cool. So you know the video for the last video you released, where the lass is running through the woods, was that filmed nearby where these things happened?
Yeah, you can say that because it is the big event that is described on the track Dark Storm and Stigma Diaboli is in the north of Sweden, where there are a lot of woods.
Actually, not far from where I'm born, in the middle of Sweden, you can say, up north. So, yeah.
So does it have like a certain atmosphere about the place as well?
Yeah, really.
And Tina had visited some places and execution places.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
In the research for the album. So she had done an amazing job with lyrics and what do you say? In the research, and the writing of the lyrics.
Yeah, I wanted to pick up the women's destinies, so I digged into the history to find some authentical cases that I could follow through, and it's a bit dramatized, and so, but yeah.
My favorite album of this year, definitely. I love it. It's brilliant. Can't get enough
of
it.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We're so happy to hear that.
And I know the songs will all be your babies, but which one would you say is your favorite today?
Well, I have one favorite, and it's a Symphony of Tragedy.
Okay, yeah. I dig the album in two different types. Obviously, we haven't played these tracks live yet.
No.
But I know Symphony of Tragedy will be a great live track.
Yeah.
But on the album, I must say, Moorfield is a really good track, and of course, Pagans Rising, the opening track.
Yeah, I love Pagans Rising, the way you just start. It's just
exactly
brilliant.
Great to hear that. It was a cliffhanger if we're gonna start the album in that way. Actually, we talked about it, but I said we talked in the band and said, why not? Tina is a great vocalist, and we have to let people know it in the first line. So just go with it.
Yeah.
So
it definitely delivers. It's brilliant. Okay, then. So I'd love to see that you're releasing this on vinyl. I mean, obviously, the artwork's absolutely stunning. Do you plan to have that framed in your home?
I guess so.
I guess so. Giannis is a stunning
Yeah, he's an
artist.
exceptional
An
artist.
exceptional artist, and we have followed him for quite a while. We have very good friends in other bands. Done work with him, so we are very pleased with the result, and it fits the concept perfectly.
Yeah.
So we're gonna paint the walls with it, I think.
We had a really good cooperation with him, and we had dialogue along the whole way, and all the artwork that he was presenting. I mean, he did single covers and also the album cover and the
double booklets
double
for the
booklets,
vinyl and everything. The first picture he sent us, I was blown away. I was oh my God, he's reading our minds here. So
that was the cover for Repentance.
And our friends in Evergrey had done many albums with this guy, so we know he's a talented guy. So, but happy with the result.
Yeah, very. Yeah, so definitely, I guess it will be spread all over.
Yeah, all the walls.
Yeah, all the walls.
Definitely belongs on vinyl. I just love the fact that vinyl's so popular again. It's really good to see. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, and this vinyl we have done for Pagans Rising is a gatefold with a double booklet and so on. And Tina had written in one of the booklets, and I have to spoil this because there's a small story behind each track, and that's exclusive for the vinyl. So really? I'm with you there. I'm totally a vinyl fan also. So brilliant. I'm happy it's back.
It was a dream come true to make this concept album.
Yeah.
It's absolutely brilliant. So can you tell us the plans for the rest of the year? You said you got 2 release parties. What about for the rest of the year? And are you hopeful to get over to the UK at some stage?
Yeah, we definitely want that.
we want to go back to the UK. We love it there. But actually, there are a lot of plans from many places in the world, in Sweden also, of course. But we have a small, maybe, I say maybe, a small tour coming up in the spring. But this year, before New Year's, we have one gig in Norway, a 2-day festival at the end of October, among Conception, and John Lande, and Kampfar, and other great bands. That's the only thing that's booked, and it's like nail in the coffin. But we have many festivals. Have contact with many festivals throughout Europe, and of course many club gigs also. But nothing is, how do you say, confirmed yet. But
we work hard on it, and hopefully we will get to UK. Yeah.
I hope so. Don't just play London. Everyone plays London. It's bigger than London.
London is great. London is great.
Okay then. So obviously Sweden has like loads of wicked hard rock and metal bands, and you've mentioned Evergrey. I'm a fan of Evergrey's too. If you could choose 3 Swedish bands to go on tour with, who would you choose?
3 Swedish?
Yeah.
I would definitely start with a band called Tad Morose. It's a really brilliant band.
Why not Evergrey?
Evergrey? Yeah, of course.
we have Seventh Wonder. We have a lot of great acts. Not major acts, but in the mid section, so to speak. And the main thing when you're going on tour, you have to have a giant headliner to bring the audience to the venue. So
so also Sorcerer is a great band, a great doom band. There are a lot of
great acts
to pick.
Sure.
No, it's just unbelievable. Okay, so which band or set of musicians has had the biggest influence on you guys?
Well, for me, it must have been Queensryche a lot since the 80s. Yeah. Also for Stellan. But they have been a solid band throughout the years, despite that they had to change the vocalist for Queensryche. But Todd Latour, I mean, he can sound like Midnight and he can sound like Geoff Tate. So
he's a great.
so that's a really huge inspiring band for me. But also I've listened to a female artist from Sweden that sings rock and blues a lot, and her name is Louise Hofsten. She's a really great singer. So she has inspired me also to, yeah.
Yeah.
And you?
She picked Queensryche. That's not fair. but almost the similar artists that Tina said, but Queensryche. But I'm old prog nerd. I love the old prog and shrapnel guitarists. So there are a lot of bands who bring the inspiration for our music. I wish I had done Operation Mindcrime and Warning and all those albums, but I have to settle with Pagans Rising, so I'm happy with that one also. So.
All right, so going back in time, do you remember the first time you ever stood on a stage in front of a crowd and how it felt?
Yes, I do. I was 6 years old, and I was on stage along with my father and brother. And my father was a composer, so he had written a few songs. And I went up on stage. Now there was about 600, 800 people in the audience.
Great start.
Yeah, it was a great start, you know. But I know the feeling from there and then that this is what I wanted to do. So yeah, I have been singing all my life since then.
Yeah, cool.
And you?
Yeah, I was like 15 or something. You know, all the old trash. I wanna be somebody guy in a band type.
Yeah.
And playing for like 25 people or something.
And get the girls.
And yeah, you want all the girls and you want to be a star and everything. So it started way when you were young.
Teenager,
teenager. So
okay. Well, my Belgian friend likes asking this question, so here we go. If you were a musical instrument, what would you be?
Well, I would be the bass.
The bass?
Yeah.
Cool. I still will be the guitar, I think.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Okay, so next one. Would you be releasing any more videos from the album?
Yes, actually, we have an album video for Pagans Rising track that are going to be released on Friday as well.
Seb is the first one to know this.
You are the one to know. Yeah. We will get it out on a premiere on YouTube. So we have to make a buzz around it. So it's coming out on Friday as well.
And actually, we have discussed to make maybe a video on each song. We don't know if it's gonna happen in real life, but we have talked about it because there are several strong tracks, and each one have to have like spotlight on them. So we gonna think about it anyway. It would be fun to make it, but obviously it's a cost.
Yeah,
but that's a plan anyway.
That'd be good though. So when you do your release parties, are you planning to do like a live feed or anything like that? Live feed that's been all arranged?
Yeah, all the releases. No, sorry. We just have a meet and greet and come celebrate with us.
Yeah.
It's a small places in both Stockholm and Uppsala, but they are popular to visit. So we hope to get people in and listen to our new album and celebrate with us. But we are working also on a show. So hopefully we will get something more than just Norway this year.
Yeah.
For that one. But Norway, but I have to say that Norway gig is the first that we really have the set list from Pagans Rising. So that will be fun.
Yeah, in some way it's a release gig for the new album, but not on Swedish soil. But we're gonna make one gig in Stockholm, but the date isn't set yet. So and that will be a proper like release gig. So
presuming it's an indoor festival in Norway, it'd be a bit cold outside, won't it? Outside.
Yeah,
it's
indoors. Yeah, for sure.
It's out by the sea, so I hope so. Yeah,
it's cold in Sweden, but Norway, my God.
Exactly. Man.
End of October in Norway.
Yeah.
Well, I know. Can you tell us why we should check out Pagans Rising?
Because Sweden always delivers. Not always, but if they're gonna find out who Tina is and her skills as a vocalist, if you're tiny bit interested in female vocalists, not like Growl and Arch Enemy and that stuff, you should check Pagans Rising. Definitely. And if you're interested in like symphonic metal, you should try Pagans Rising and Hexed.
Yeah. And also, if you're interested in concept albums to dig in deep in stories and that kind of stuff, you should really listen to Pagans Rising and buy the LP so you get the stories about every track as well.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, so it's quick fire round now. So it's just 5 questions. So the first one is festival or small intimate gig?
Festival, you gain a lot of new fans.
That's
but actually, true story here. I really dig the
club gigs.
The club gigs. You get close to the people and so on. But for growing more fans, festival.
Yeah.
Long answer.
Maybe in 6 months you can still have the same question and it's club gigs.
Exactly.
I hope so, because I'm looking out for some festivals.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So you've kind of answered this one, but vinyl or digital?
I have to say vinyl.
Yeah. Me too.
I'm an oldie in this in the music industry. Like I always dig. Except is releasing a new album the 24th. I'm gonna buy it. I didn't have it in teasers or anything. I just bought the album, and I was success every time. And I love to feel and
have that
fold
physical
and booklets and stuff. I love it. I love it. So vinyl for me.
Yeah, man, absolutely. Okay, coffee or beer?
Oh shit! Coffee in the morning always. Otherwise, I don't work.
Yeah, I will say coffee because I'm sort of allergic to beer, so it's very weird. But yeah, but cider is okay.
Yeah. Brilliant.
You're a strongbow.
Oh, you like strongbow, right? The next one, saint or sinner?
Sinner.
Sinner. Yeah.
No question there.
Definitely.
And the next one, I sort of know what you're going to say to this one, but ABBA or Roxette?
ABBA. You knew that one.
Yeah. That was obvious. Right. Yeah. Well, thank you guys. I want to thank you so much for your time. I hope you do get over to the UK and play up north. Come up north. I've got my fingerless gloves on, see how cold I am.
Yeah.
Do you have any final words for your fans, our viewers and listeners?
First of all, I want to thank you, Seb, for an excellent review and for a nice chat here and having the opportunity to talk to you. I really appreciate. Yeah. And Tina, you have something for the fans? And
yeah, of course. Check out Pagans Rising and get us to UK.
Absolutely.